throw gets him 2 down.
Batting ninth, first baseman.
Number 19 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Number 19.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Making a bid here to pick up their very first hit of the ball game. This might have been their best opportunity so far. You know, it's certainly hit hard enough. But he's got it in his sights out there in the outfield, and he's able to put it away and keep him out of the hit column.
Number 19 steps in now.
Second baseman, number 19.
First offering on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base.
J.R. Velez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Romero will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Cliff Howe will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
At the plate, Theodore Delatorre. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The second for 1. Nick Franklin will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Well, apparently they've still got a pulse here.
Greg Fryman digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Number 19 stands in.
Now batting, number 19.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Estrada is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Generals are victorious here, 7-3. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Game number 3 of this new season between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Jackson Generals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Coming to the plate now, Bradley Champion, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire... Put the other guys on their heels right away.
Towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Number 19 will get his first opportunity now.
Batting 8th, second baseman. Number
Hit
19.
high and deep to right center. Estrada ranging back at the track. The wall. Gone! Solo shot to right center. And this ball game is tied at 1. Charlie Mueller will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second here with nobody out. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little low, it's 2-2.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, after you've just given up a home run to tie the ball game, you can't afford to have a letdown out there. And he made sure he didn't. He came back with an important strikeout, and he got the next guy.
Right side. He's got it. 1 there.
He's out.
On to the pitcher covering it first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Striding into the box, Samuel Estrada. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Estrada.
First pitch coming, here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Maley corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Estrada is retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping in, Stephen Romero. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
The first 2 pitches here, they're both down. They know that he's trying to get something in the air, try to get a sacrifice fly, so they're going to make it as difficult for him as possible.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And here, I mean, if this is a high chopper to short, it's an RBI. If it's a lazy fly to right, it's an RBI. Point is, you've got to put the ball in play with a runner on third and 1 out. Basic execution that's lacking right there.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. David Park steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Out of play.
Foul ball.
Here's the 1-1. Hard liner toward short. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Greg Traylor gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 4 full. The Generals are on top, 2-1. Number 19 steps into the box.
Number 19.
To short, hit hard. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting.
J.R. Velez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Romero on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Theodore De La Torre will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Generals lead it 2-1. Greg Fryman will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Law has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away. Number 5 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Champion.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Bradley Champion stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. The run scores from second. It's now 3-1. Samuel Estrada will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Estrada.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here, 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Stephan Romero will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete. Jackson leads this one 3-1. Number 19 will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Fryman is there for it, and that retires the side. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Generals are victorious. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the number 9. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Samuel Estrada will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now. In now, Jorge Brito. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jorge.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Luke Maile digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.